The Delhi team is still waiting to get their hands on the elusive trophy. Let's talk all about what the Delhi team strategy will be for the auctions. I hear at Timeout with SportsAdda. Not yet won the trophy, Arun. The Delhi fans must be really waiting to get their hands on the trophy. But one of the most smartest picks that they've been made that have been made by the Delhi team over the last few years, especially after Rahul Dravid and then Ricky Ponting have come into the fray there. So smart team, good retentions in my opinion. Your initial thoughts?
You spoke about the titles, Akhil. I'm going to slightly change track here and say I'm not disappointed they've not won titles. If you had asked me this 3 years ago, I would have said disappointing, like Rajasthan have been. But last couple of seasons, last 3 seasons, I think Delhi have improved to make finals, to make the playoffs. Last couple of seasons, I think phenomenal improvement. And I'm not going to judge them on the basis of titles now. Last couple of years, yes, they've not laid their hands on the silverware, but they're very very close. And what I also like is the fact that there's a clear direction. They've got the best brains in the business. Okay.
Yeah.
In Ricky Ponting, they've got one of the best brains in the business. I've worked with him. I understand how his brain works. I understand what he's looking at. It's not for nothing that he's the most successful captain in the world. So good picks off the field and good picks on the field as well. You spoke about the retention. I know how much Ricky Ponting values Rishabh Pant, and I'm not surprised at all that he's been retained. I mean, there was chat if Shreyas Iyer would also be retained, if, who would be named captain, but I think that became clear last season when they said Rishabh Pant will remain captain ahead of Shreyas Iyer. So very 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 smart retention. We'll speak about them one by one.
Yeah, I want to specifically have a go. You're right. We'll just go in an order. These are the 4 retentions that Delhi have made, and we'll talk about them one by one. Rishabh Pant, I don't think anybody can argue with this being the number 1 retention, and even Price there. He's proven himself over the last 1 year in the international format. He's proven himself in T20 for Delhi with the kind of strike rate and the impact innings that he's had over the years.
It's still not. I mean, I'll be honest in saying this. I don't think we've seen the Rishabh Pant that Rishabh Pant can be. He's not the 100% Rishabh Pant that we want to see. The last couple of seasons, his strike rate's been a bit of a worry. His ability, scoring, the runs haven't shown up yet. But I know Ricky Ponting values Rishabh Pant, and he's the future of it. He's the future of Indian cricket.
Yeah.
I don't make this comment too lightly, but I honestly think Rishabh Pant is the future of Indian cricket. Guy's got talent, ability, he's got a good head on his shoulder. It's just now about cashing in on the opportunity.
Super, well said, very well said. Two retentions that are there.
Sorry, Akhil. While we're on Rishabh Pant, I just have to make one other comment. You spoke about him getting 16 crores. That puts him in an elite club, Akhil. We spoke about how in Rajasthan, perhaps Sanju Samson was not worthy of the price he got. But look at what's happened with Rishabh Pant getting 16 crores, right? It puts him in the bracket alongside Ravindra Jadeja, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli is 15 crores, right?
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya is 15 crores and KL Rahul 17 crores. So it puts him in the top tier of Indian cricket as far as the Indian T20 league is concerned. And that by itself should tell you where he belongs.
Agreed. I don't think anybody will have doubts over the kind of value that he brings to any team currently. Probably the most.
I will say this. We've all been frustrated by things he's done when he's batting. The strokes he pulls out at times, the timing of the strokes when he plays those. But I strongly believe he's the future.
Agreed. No two ways about it. I'm sure the Delhi fans are really happy. Also, he's a hardcore Delhi boy, so brings in that immense local flavor. He'll be loved. I mean, I can't wait to see him bat with the crowds there in the Delhi stadium cheering for him. I think it's going to be a phenomenal draw over the next few years to just watch him bat in T20 cricket in India. So top pick there. The other two which I'm also very happy about is Andre Nokia. He's been outstanding for them, Arun, and at the kind of price that you've retained him at, this is super negotiation by whoever sat on the negotiating table and managed to retain this strike bowler. He's been phenomenal for them over the last couple of seasons, and I'm glad they retained him. And also Akshar Patel. Uh, not spoken about too much, Arun, because Ravichandran Ashwin has been there. Amit Mishra has been there. He's picked up so many wickets in the Indian T20 League. But Akshar Patel has done his job to the T. He scored runs for them. He's been very economical, and he's picked wickets. I think he's a superb retention.
No, he's perhaps on par with Ravindra Jadeja. Akhil.
Yeah.
I mean, people will
Except
say
for the
this is
fielding
unfair.
skills.
Even fielding, I think Akshar's fielding is underrated, undervalued. But I think he's just as good a fielder as Jadeja is. We've not seen a lot of Akshar because he's played very limited cricket. Jadeja's played a lot more for Chennai, a lot more for India. But Akshar, when he's got the opportunity, he's done well with the bat, with the ball, and in the field. So outstanding pick that. Again, I think a lot of credit should go to whoever made those crucial decisions.
Hats off. Yeah. Okay, great. So we just want to have a look at the kind of players that they picked in the auction in terms of the costliest spends that they made in the auction last time. And these are again very nice, reasonable spends, Arun. Obviously, they had a lot of core group together last year with somebody as experienced as a Shikhar Dhawan there. Steve Smith they bought at the auction at a very minimal cost of 2.2 crores. Tom Curran, 5.25 crores. Again, I think that was just to bolster their attack more than anything else. But Kagiso Rabada was there as one of their experienced bowlers. Ravichandran Ashwin came in through a transfer. Ajinkya Rahane was there through a transfer. So they had a core there. So they didn't have to spend too much. But people like Marcus Stoinis, people like Akshar Patel, people like Nortje, who not many teams would have gone for. These have been really smart picks. So I am really happy with the way that the Delhi team has operated, the management has operated. It's a good sign for the team.
And like I mentioned, Akhil, a lot of credit to the brain behind this. I mean,
Yeah.
there's obviously Ricky Ponting, but they've also got a team of scouts there. And if I recall correctly, I think Vijay Dahiya was one of the talent scouts involved with the team. So credit to their system. I don't see somebody like a Tom Curran, being signed up again. Not this season. I don't see that happening. But Delhi will go back to somebody like a Rabada, for instance. They will aggressively chase somebody like a Rabada, and they value somebody like a somebody like a Shikhar Dhawan as well.
Yeah.
So they might just go back to a Shikhar Dhawan and they might aggressively chase him, aggressively chase Kagiso Rabada again. It's going to be very interesting to see how they approach this auction.
Okay. Before I put you on the spot and ask you to pick your 3-4 players, I'm just going to reiterate, Arun. Like we do at Timeout with SportsAdda, we are having another contest where we are asking people who listen in to us to tell us who are the players that they think might represent Delhi might go for in the auction. We want you to tell us who are those players. Go on to our YouTube section, in the comment section, put in your answers. Tell us who are the players that you think Delhi will go after in the auction. If your answers are close to exactly what Delhi does, then you stand to win Timeout with SportsAdda merchandise. And that is, we will try our best to give our thoughts and see to try and help you with what kind of strategy a Delhi would have. So Arun, I'm going to put you in a spot. Your 3-4 players, you've already said a Shikhar Dhawan. I think that's a really smart suggestion. Delhi have shown that they like to have a core group of Indian players, at least 5 to 6 core Indian players there. So Shikhar Dhawan, if they manage to buy back at a reasonable rate, then yes. Kagiso Rabada obviously been the match winner for the last 2-3 seasons. So if they can afford to buy him back with the kind of purse that a Punjab has or a Sunrisers have, if they can, then these two, maybe a couple more. Australian influence, Ricky Ponting.
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to see a Manas Labuschagne in the same team as Ricky Ponting, but I think Manas will be aggressively pursued by many other teams as well. So I don't know about Manas. I don't know about Christlin. I don't know about Aaron Finch as well. So I don't know about the Australians. Josh Philippi is somebody that is a name that comes to mind, but with Rishabh Pant already being there, I don't know if Josh Philippi is someone they'll pursue. But I'm looking at somebody like a Rassi van der Dussen, for example, Akhil. Najibullah Zadran, Rassi van der Dussen. These are, I mean, Ricky Ponting likes aggressive batsmen, right? So we've seen people like Shimran Hetmyer, for example, right? These are the kind of names I'm looking at. Shimran Hetmyer. I don't know. I mean, I'm just saying Rassi van der. These are the two names I can instantly think of. Najibullah Zadran. I don't know if there's any other Afghanistan player, Zazai or anybody. But, the Hazratullah Zazai is there. So, yeah. So, maybe him. Could be interesting. Paul Sterling's another good choice, Akhil. Paul Sterling of Ireland. I think Ricky Ponting might just pursue him. Not the swiftest on the field, but what a batsman! What a batsman!
Good names there. Very, very good names. I just have a feeling he'll go after one of the Australian fast bowlers. Either Hazelwood or a Pat Cummins. Pat Cummins is also in the auction now. He's been he's the Australian captain in the Test match format. So I just have a feeling he'd want to have one fast bowler who he knows is strong, can bowl the difficult overs, can pick up wickets in the beginning, and he'll be a threat like Rabada was. So between Nortje and one quick Australian bowler, it will be a deadly bowling combination like Delhi have managed to keep over the last couple of seasons. So
what a pairing
that's
it will be if Jofra Archer becomes available.
Not for this season, but yeah, why not for the next
Hendrik Nortje and Jofra Archer sharing the new ball, mouth-watering.
Superb 8 overs there, and then Akshar Patel to come and bowl in those left arm spin. All right, superb. So Delhi, we agree on, has been a smart team. They've purchased their players very well, gone about in the auction as one of the best top teams. Looking forward to more of that. Like I said, we have a contest running, so please do participate in the contest. Send in your suggestions, send in your thoughts. We love having these discussions about cricket as cricket fans, and we love to hear your opinions. So please do share that, and we'll be back here at Timeout with SportsAdda to talk about the other teams and look forward to the auction coming up. Thank you so much.